Welcome back to 760 Sports. I'm Eduardo Espinosa, and today's video, we're doing a Mount Rushmore of GOATs. For this, I brought three special guests to finish our very own Mount Rushmore. First one, debuting in the channel, Ben McDonald. How are you doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me, man.
I'm gonna start a bit selfish. My own Rushmore would be Pele, the Brazilian superstar, won 3 World Cups with Brazil. One especially where I'm from in Mexico in 1970. No one else can top that. You can give me Messi, you can give me Ronaldo. They haven't won a World Cup. Ronaldo has a title with Portugal, but it's nowhere close to a World Cup, let alone 3. My second pick would definitely be Muhammad Ali. He set the standard for boxing. He was just great for his time. No one else has been as dominant as he has, especially at a young age. My third pick would be Tiger Woods, because he's been not just on the green, but outside of it, he inspired lots of people. And even though he was a bit of a controversial figure, I feel like no one else has been as successful on the sport as he has. And to close out my Mount Rushmore, it would have to be no other than Michael Jordan. He made the Bulls, basically, gave them 6 championships, retired twice, and in that first time went to go play another sport. He could have excelled at it, as we saw in his own documentary, but came back, won 3 more championships. Ben, what would you change from those picks, or how close is yours to mine?
So I'm going to go with Ali, Jordan, Tiger, and Serena Williams. And I'm going to break these down by kind of pairs. So the first 2 pairs being Tiger and MJ. So specifically with Jordan, right? We all watched The Last Dance. We all were able to kind of see inside of his mind, really see how Mike was off the court and how much he sacrificed personally to win and help his team win. But the thing with Mike is that he really put the NBA on the map. If any of them are healthy, they have a great shot at winning the championship. You want to go to the next one. You want to go to Serena. If she's pregnant, she still has a great shot at winning the championship, which is what she did. 23 Grand Slam titles, more than any man or woman may have. You most wins among any active players. She won the whole thing while she was pregnant. Like that's insane. She gets more of an audience by herself, I think, from just her dominance. So Tiger, it's Tiger. The thing that I pulled away from Tiger too is there's also this naming system. There's this like credibility of just the one name athletes. And I think that all the ones that I've named, and probably the same goes for what you just named there, Eduardo, with Pele, you can just call them one name and people are like, yeah, I know who that is. That's one of the greatest in that sport. Ali, just his overall record, crazy amount of knockouts. Another guy that really brought attention not only to himself, but things that were going on in America at the time too. So those are my 4.
Our second guest coming back to the show after helping us with the baseball special, JD Basabe. What are your top 4? Do they match ours?
I have Michael Jordan. I have Serena. I have 2 persons that nobody put. The first one that I'm gonna name is more about what he represented. I'm Puerto Rican, so he represented a lot in our culture, and not only our culture, but in the United States and in the world. And is Roberto Clemente. He's a 15-time All-Star, 12-time Gold Glover, 4 batting titles, 2-time World Series champion, MVP, batted .317 and had 3,000 hits. And not only he was good inside the park, he was good outside the ballpark. That eventually he died giving aid to Nicaragua in an earthquake. He died going to Nicaragua to help people that had a earthquake in their country. So and the Roberto Clemente Award is an award that they give in MLB for players that exemplify helping the community. And he played in an era, he was Black and Latino. And he was the first Latino player to talk in Spanish in a national broadcast after he won the World Series. And he addressed his family back in Puerto Rico. So for me, I need to put Roberto Clemente. I know there's Barry Bonds, there's Ken Griffin Jr., and you can put many more other baseball players up there, Jackie Robinson. But for me, Roberto Clemente represents more than a baseball player. It represents like a legacy, like Muhammad Ali. So I have to put him there in the Mount Rushmore. And my other one, he's the GOAT of football. I don't care what people say. It's Tom Brady. Regular season wins by starting quarterback, and any record in the playoff by a quarterback, he has. 58 postseason winning drive, 17 division titles, 73 playoff touchdowns, playoff passing yards, 11 more than 11,000, 9 appearances in the Super Bowl. And 6-time champion. So Tom Brady, for me, has to be up there.
Coming back for the third time to the channel, Matthew Freeman, what are your picks? How different are they from ours?
There is only one name on my list that has been mentioned, and that is Tom Brady, of course. The greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, from 28-3 to win that Super Bowl. That is the greatest Super Bowl in history, greatest Super Bowl comeback in history. That is a good enough example of why Tom Brady is the GOAT. Now, my second pick, we're going to head into the fighting world of sports, and I'm going to say Conor McGregor for the UFC. He is a former featherweight and light heavyweight champion. He holds the fastest victory in UFC history with 13 seconds, and he is the first fighter to hold 2 titles in 2 different weight divisions. And that's not to mention how polarizing he was as a sports figure. 5 out of the 6 highest selling UFC pay-per-views in their history, and he is the biggest draw in MMA history, big enough to where he went into the boxing world to fight Floyd Money Mayweather and drew the second biggest pay-per-view draws in boxing history. And now my third pick, I don't think anyone here is going to like this. This is a bit controversial. I'm going to go with LeBron James for basketball. Now, I say this, he is a 16-time All-Star, 3-time NBA champ. Now, I know that's not as much as Michael, but LeBron is still going. And let's say if the season was still going, that may be a 4th chip this season. Maybe. He's a 3-time finals MVP and also a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. LeBron has done something Michael Jordan has not. He has come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals, someone that no player in NBA history has ever done. But I will say LeBron has done more for his community outside of basketball. Opening up the I Promise School is just such a responsible act, as he should do. LeBron is a polarizing figure, and he needs to set an example for his followers. For my 4th Mount Rushmore pick, I'm a big pro wrestling fan, so of course I got to add someone from that. It's going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, he is a 8-time WWE champion, a 2-time world heavyweight champion, 2-time intercontinental champion, and 5-time tag team champion. And he has headlined WrestleMania 5 times, part of the 2 biggest sold WrestleManias in history. One against Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 19, and the other was WrestleMania 24 when he headlined against John Cena. His feuds with Stone Cold, John Cena, Mankind, Triple H, and even the company's owner, Vince McMahon, has propelled WWE to new heights, bringing in millions of fans from around the world to watch the product. And The Rock's fame even transcended from the sports world. He went Hollywood.
Where can we find you guys at?
Me, JD Basabe 1 and Instagram, JD Basabe on Twitter. So you can follow me there.
Twitter, you can follow me at @VMattFree, and at Instagram, you can follow me at Matt_Freeman850.
Ben McDonald 3, and then the Just Sports page is at Mac Talk Sports, and I believe Twitter is at Ben McDonald 0.
Thank you guys for your time, and hope to see you guys soon.
See you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.